Good morning from sunny Tirana. We are right here on the main square, overlooking the whole city, so great little vantage point. We're right next to the Opera House. Down here, you got the majestic Albanian flag in the wind there. Get a great little view, not very dirty window here, but the whole city is framed by the hills, the mountains around it. And you got this great contrast with the new buildings coming up and obviously the older ones and all the mosques and churches. Alright, what does 70 euros, $70 get you a night here in the middle of Tirana? Let's have a look. 2 nice beds here. Everything's, nice and tidy, nothing crazy. You got some historical artwork here. Nice clean bathroom. And the safe is obviously a great amenity. Got some leftovers there from the local cuisine. And bags are packed. We're ready to leave Tirana. We're heading out today. I'm just gonna go pick up a car and drive around the country a bit. The plan is to go towards the eastern border today, and then maybe we'll end up on the west coast with all the beautiful coastline there. So yeah, let's head out and see what else we can find. Out in the sticks. After the fall of communism in '91 in Albania, the country and the population was obviously keen to move forward. Had been oppressed for a long time, and obviously the main symbol of that was the dictator Enver Hoxha. So, following these massive student protests across the whole country, they were tearing down statues. The go-to thing for these megalomaniac dictators is obviously you gotta build a bunch of statues of yourself just to remind the population of who's in charge. So these were torn down across the country as a sign of protest that enough is enough. We are up in the mountains here, and today's mission is to find the last remaining one. One might wonder why a statue was erected in a desolate area like this, but this region was actually where Enver Hoxha gained control of the Communist Party during the Second World War, so it held some sort of historical significance, symbolic significance. It stood originally in front of a museum, the village museum, but it was also torn down in '91. However, apparently some of the villagers grabbed it, took it sort of to safety and hid it. So it's been hidden in the farm for all this time. So navigating these winding, narrow mountain roads. So yeah, it's been hidden for that time, according to legend, or rather according to some random article I found while doing some research about Albania. So I'm just gonna try and navigate these roads, see what the villagers are like. Hopefully they're open to showing it, and hopefully it's still there. It would be cool to see that. surprisingly good quality roads, even though we're up here in the olive oil farms. Let's see how long that lasts. So knock on wood. Just stopped off on the side of the road here to take in that amazing view. Look at that. So we made our way from Tirana further down. Just coming, where are we? We're heading sort of southeast. And yeah, up in the mountains here. Albania, where have you been hiding? And look up there. You got a minaret. Quite the exotic country. We got a tortoise just by the side of the road chilling there. I saw one in the bushes in Albania yesterday as well. Oh. Alright, let's not try and piss off the locals here when we're checking out the local fauna. Spoken a bit too soon regarding those roads. This is quite rustic. Let's soldier on, hope for the best.
Alright, time for a dramatic voiceover. As expected, the road quality did not last. The bumpy gravel roads in the footage turned into smaller boulder fields on a steep incline. With the mountain village still a long ways away, I reluctantly had to throw in the towel on this part of the expedition. I did not want to be stranded on this mountain on the first day of a week-long road trip across the country. Here's some footage of what we missed, captured by a more prepared film crew.
But after all, it's not the destination, it is the journey, and this is just amazing landscape that we're driving through, albeit very slowly and cautiously. Alright, let's keep trekking towards the North Macedonian border we go. Some nice people up on the way up here. Not everyone was too happy to be on camera. A nice lady with a donkey. I asked if she could take me up. She was going downhill, unfortunately. There was another guy who was just shuffling around rocks on the road. He was driving around in a beat-up old Mercedes. So I guess the locals know how to get around here. I'm not as confident with this car, unfortunately, but check out these views. Turned off the road here. Beautiful scenic drive through this canyon here, albeit you gotta be on your toes. Albanians like to drive fast. Just saw this lonely little monument here, a beautiful backdrop. 1944, heroic. What does it say? Yeah, so obviously a memorial to the Albanian fighters who were fighting off during World War II. They had to fend off the Italian fascists and then the Nazis as well. So they had a bit of a tough go there, but were ultimately successful. Not a bad view. I'm coming through this canyon here driving, and also now you'll keep your eyes peeled for the infamous bunkers that dot the landscape. Came in obviously different forms, but you would have them sort of just dotted out in different places. So I'm sure we'll come across a few of them. It'd be nice to find one a bit sort of off the road, so it's a bit more natural habitat. Down there, some old railway tracks. Beautiful country, very impressed so far. Let's hop in the car and continue down the road and see what else we can find. Ask and you shall receive. Just came up that road. We're up in the mountains here. Nice and breezy. Look what we got here. It's like a bunker valley. One big one up there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just up here on top of this mountain. Let's go get a closer look. If you haven't heard anything about Albania, you might at least have heard or read about these things. During the 70s and the 1980s, they were built across the country. The sort of ruling Communist Party had some sort of mass fear of invading countries that wanted to take over this nation. I'm not really sure if that was grounded in any real truth, but nonetheless, this is the result of that paranoia. I'm not sure what the laws are here regarding trespassing, but let's hope that the local farmer is friendly. So they were built with a few different models, so ranging in different sizes. This one looks relatively big. Let's go have a look at it. So this is what it would look like. You can see from the construction, it's sort of like prefabricated slabs, and from the outside you can see those metal loops. So I guess they were just hoisted into place and sort of put together.
Head northwest on E852, SH3.
That scared the shit out of me. That was my navigation lady who's worried. A lizard scurrying around in the bushes as well. When you see these bunkers, it does beg the question what the game plan was here. I mean, even if there would have been an attack, how long would you hang out in this one? Feels like you'd be pretty helpless either way. But I guess it did give the local government some sort of excuse that people were put to work. So whatever you got to do, I guess. Let's see if we can walk down here. Either way, if you were to be trapped in that one, you would have had a very nice view. Here we got some sort of reservoir, and then we got the lake down there. We're going to be heading down to that lake later on. Let's see if we can check out one more of these bunkers. Absolutely beautiful landscape here. I mean, this looks like some Lord of the Rings set. So you got the mountain range, winding road that we just came up. In the distance, hopefully you can see that out. You got the snow-capped peaks over there as well, and then the lake down there. Where did that other bunker go? Oh, you got the twin bunker down here, so this maybe would have been like the family edition. Just imagine the sort of logistical nightmare to get these up here and then assembled out in this terrain. And again, this one looks claustrophobic. Let's see, I think it might have... Yeah, there's no access to this one anymore. Been piled up with dirt. But yeah, sitting in there sounds like a punishment. I think I would have taken my chances with the invading enemy. These ones look more like the pet model. It's pretty cool to be able to see these out in the countryside. Obviously some of them are, in the city or something like that, or in someone's backyard. This makes it a bit more, you get a much better picture of what it would have looked like. What a great find. This was definitely on the Albanian bucket list. So nice to take that one off. Still here for a few more days, so I'm sure there'll be some more, but this felt like a score. You get that nice contrast of that bleak, grim concrete together with, the implications, the history of it set in this environment. Let's head back down to the car before this trucker gets pissed off. We have another monument. You see a lot of these in the same shape, and again, it's to the different brigades that fought the fascists in whatever form they would have come. This is beautiful with two Albanian, let's call them quasi street dogs. You have them when you pass through all the villages. You see them running around, so they're living their best life. All right, let's get out of here. We've made it to the eastern border of the country. And take a look at this. Absolutely beautiful lake. And to top it off, who would have guessed? There's a bunker here. This one is probably one to beat them all. Look at this view. On the other side of the lake, we've got North Macedonia. So imagine you'd be sitting in this one, you'd see all these vicious Macedonians charging at you in their speedboats. Yeah, pretty scary thought. Absolutely beautiful lake. You can see here the water's very clear. Down here you can see some more signs of possible fortifications to defend the country from their neighbors in the east. Lake Ohrid, this is one of Europe's oldest and deepest lakes for all you lake enthusiasts. We're gonna just head down the road to the resort town of Pogradec down there. Probably see if we can find a hotel for the night and yeah, plan our next move. If we can cross this busy road here. Check that out. Got a huge abandoned factory building up on the hill there. Wow. It's had some beautification work done on it. It's a good sign for Pogradec. Back at that last spot, we have the seaside, the lakeside bunker. I stopped off to have some lunch and I went for the fish. And while I was researching the lake here, where I got that sweet fact about it being one of the oldest and deepest lakes in Europe, I also found out that it's severely polluted with sort of industrial waste flowing into it. So I'm not sure if that fish was locally caught, but yeah, let's see how far we get on this trip. Let's hope for the best. Great view though. Alright, welcome to the hotel review. Let's have a look what you can get for 40 euros, $40 or 4,000 Albanian lek here in Pogradec. Nice simple room, big bed, seating area, nice little TV there. Got some artwork. What is that? A Matisse, perhaps? Nice bathroom, big shower. Carrara marble. Tiling. And number one amenity, the safe. But obviously the best part of it, let's step outside. To the balcony. Let's have a look here so we get it in all its grandeur. Beautiful view of the lake, the mountains, and the city. Quite a bit of hustle and bustle here. We got some sort of amphitheater down there with a statue. You can see some gentlemen doing some fishing down there. Maybe they're the ones who caught my lunch that I had earlier. So yeah, might go for a bit of a stroll in the town here, or might just chill on the balcony and work on my pinkish complexion a bit. But we'll see. We'll catch you in the next scene.